A nice note here on the defensive side. Gentry Williams, obviously the top-rated player in the state, comes in game number one right out of the gate, gets that first interception out of the way, so he makes a play. Anybody else, if somebody's going to check out OU for the first time this season, didn't see last week's game, they're going to check out Kent State. Probably a whole lot more people the next week against Nebraska, of course, across the nation going to check out that game. Maybe some names that your average college football fan's not familiar with that they need to get familiar with.
I'm going to go on the defensive line, Reggie Grimes. I've been really high on him since he committed to Oklahoma, and this year he gets to prove that he should have been a starter potentially as early as last year. This last game he had 2.5 sacks. So I think he's going to be consistently putting up numbers. For the defensive backs, Billy Bowman, that guy, super talented. He's from Texas, picked Oklahoma over Texas in last year's class, the 2021 recruiting class. So he did get to play a little bit last year. He did have some not stellar play in last year's campaign, but there was a lot of situations with the defensive backs where he had to be put in a lot of different positions. Probably not best for his development now that he's at the safety position. I think you'll see his number out there a lot, and hopefully getting his hand on the ball and getting a couple picks on long plays that he can break up.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Reggie Grimes, he isn't a national name quite yet, but I believe he will be by mid-season. And whenever he plays against Nebraska, that might be the welcome to the national scene for him. But someone also that's kind of behind him in the depth chart that I will play a lot is R. Mason Thomas. He's a true freshman. He was heavily rotated in with the defensive ends. Basically, it's a kind of a four-person defensive end rotation with Downs, Grimes, R. Mason Thomas, and Marcus Stripling. And obviously, Grimes had a great game. I mean, Ethan Downs will as well. But if you're looking for someone that's a little deeper down the depth chart that has a lot of potential and he will be playing all season long, is R. Mason Thomas. Now, as far as the linebackers go, for me, this is someone that a lot of people do know, but David Wegboo, he ended up losing like 20 pounds in the offseason. He's playing more of his natural position. He's down to about 240 pounds. He's moving a lot better. He's able to go sideline to sideline. He's rushing. He's dropping in coverage. He is a lot better, and it's only been one game, and we'll have to see for the rest of the season. But Wegboo looks a lot more comfortable and a lot more in his natural position, and I think you're going to see him excel as the season goes on.